Part of our review process last summer really reminded us and encouraged us to continue some of our farm-to-school sourcing practices and educational events into the summer months.
When you come up to a review with the mindset that they are coming just to ensure that you're doing everything properly and that everything's going well, you can gain a lot from the review. So when a review is said and done, it's really nice to have someone that you can ask questions that would revolve around things that you can do to improve your program. So I think the key to staying organized for a review is to just make sure that you're always organized. Reviews require a lot of document reviewing, and as long as you are really keeping up with that as the months and year progresses, then you should be fine once the review comes around. It really is just making sure that you're always prepared for a review, that your staff is always prepared for a review, and just knowing that you should be trying to scramble to get everything together at the last minute. Have a really good communication with your staff, just because I think the better your staff understand the program and what's expected, it prepares them for a review.
To hear best practices, because this, our state people get to visit all the districts that are doing it, all of the programs that operate summer food service, and getting to hear, what I've seen is you could set things up this way, or maybe you reach out to this organization to help kind of promote it. That can be really helpful for us when we live kind of in our own bubble sometimes and don't always know what other people are doing. So getting to hear from that and getting to discuss certain challenges just about the regulations and pieces of the program that are hard to have that conversation, just so the state understands where the challenges on our side lie, I think is really valuable also.
I think just keeping your documentation in order, also knowing in advance what you're going to be reviewed on. So we certainly utilize the resources available to us online, contacting people directly if needed. So we can keep things in, like I said, an organized fashion with whether it's keeping all of the stuff for meal components or invoices or record keeping. We try to also have everything kind of ready for our staff too, that they're going to need for the review, and so they have it just on hand.
Yeah, we really utilize like the CDE checklists and the review questions a lot, just to make sure there's nothing we're forgetting, nothing we're missing. And then as far as keeping kind of our documents organized, we try and do like Google Drive folders.
The feedback that we received from the review staff was really helpful. We learned so many positives. It felt like a real recognition of the work that we do. So they were able to tell us what they saw and the sites and how young people were greeted and engaged and felt like they were part of something bigger. And so that was really nice to hear, because we're so busy looking at training requirements and making sure that meals are there and all of those little T's and I's that need to be dotted and crossed to make sure that happens. And when we see the state come in and say, we really liked how your team works with the young people, that is so important, because we know that those young people feel valued and appreciated and will come back. The other thing we learn is sometimes suggestions for how to improve things. And those are always important, because we know that with as many sites as we have, that there's something that we can share with other sites as well. One of the things that we do all the time, every year that we sponsor this program, is that we start with organizing our information. We have online files that we archive. We also have a lot of hard copy documentation, and we create binders for that. So we as a sponsor have all of the different materials, because CDE does a great job of telling you what you need. We have it all organized and laid out in a binder. In addition, for our site staff, for anything that they need to archive that's not soft copies, we provide them a binder and we show them how we want it archived, so they can archive it that way, so that when we have a review, it's available. We really take what we've learned in previous reviews, and when we start creating our training modules for the upcoming year. We put that information in. We also, when we do know that it's a review year, we go back to what CDE has said it will be covered in a review, and we help them to understand that. We would suggest for our reviews is to start early and to look at the resources that CDE has given you, and check with the state because they're a great resource. They want to help you be successful as a program, so they help you. They also can connect you to sponsors who may have a similar type of program or a similar question to you, so that you can do peer-to-peer support.
We stay organized all year round as if every day was a review. Having easy access to all of our records and site information is most important.